So this session is very important from your exam point of view, okay? Because in semester exam they will always ask you some numerical problems, okay? Definitely they will ask you for 6 marks, okay? 6 or more marks, okay? So this session today I will explain you about all the numerical problems. Means numerical problems are depend on different types of charts, okay? So here we are using different types of chart. We have already discussed about I already introduced you about I think X bar and R chart, okay? X bar and R chart. So in similar way, different kinds of charts are there. We have P charts, U charts, C chart, okay? So what is the necessity of using this chart, okay? Chart कित्याक use करता आम्ही, and how we can use this chart to solve the real life problem, okay? So until now what we have discussed, I think continuous data you already know, continuous data, okay? Discrete data. So this thing you already studied, so I hope everyone knows that, okay? And last time we saw process capability. So what is process capability? Can anyone guess? Okay, so why we are using process capability? So with the help of process capability we are checking whether the process is in process is satisfying customer limits or not, okay? Customer limits or not, okay? So that is process capability. So we are denoting it by 6 sigma dash, okay? Yeah, this thing we have already discussed, okay? Now so this numerical problems they will ask you for 6 marks. So that is based on different quality control charts, okay? So what are quality control charts? Last time सांगलेला तुमका कित्याक यूज करता ते, okay? So before checking process capability, okay, we have to check whether that process is in really under control or out of control. आता control and out of control means किती, okay? So in problem also they will ask you, okay, find out whether the process is in control or not in control, and after that they will give you some specification limits. So from that you have to find process capability, okay? So without any further delay I think we should start with that, okay? Let's get started. Otherwise let's just take example देता तुमका, okay? Suppose there is a manufacturer, a company asa, one company is there which is manufacturing shafts, okay? Shaft manufacture करता. Otherwise for manufacturing shaft definitely what we are using, turning machine, right? Turning machine. So एक operator असतो, okay? Operator असतो, okay? So he will continuously produce shafts, right? Only shaft manufacture करता है, okay? So otherwise suppose machine is there, okay? And this is the operator, okay? So continuously he is producing shafts. Suppose this company is starting at morning 8 o'clock, okay? 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock they manufactured around 1000. I'm just giving you an example, okay? 1000 quantity, okay? So from 9 to 10 another 1000 quantity, okay? So from 10 to 11 another quantity, okay? Another 10,000 quantity, okay? So this is machine, okay? Machine, definitely some errors will be there. Suppose this machine you have set at morning 8 o'clock, okay, morning 8 o'clock, in order to manufacture one shaft or shaft of 15 mm dia, 15 mm diameter. Okay, so from 8 to 9 you manufacture 1000 quantities. Okay, from 9 to 10,000 quantities, 10 to 11,000 quantities. So like that they are keep on manufacturing. So if in this machine we cannot say that your diameter of the shaft is always equal to 15 mm, right? It can change. Obviously you set it for 15 mm, but as the time changes, definitely some wear will going to happen in your tool. Okay, so your setting will definitely change. Okay, so you have to always check whether whatever the shaft you are manufacturing, it is in control or not. Sorry, control or not. Okay, control or not. Okay, so suppose the process, I'll explain you what is process is in control and process is out of control. Okay, suppose this process is not in control. Okay, processes are the controller na, then what is the necessity to check this process capability? Okay, so definitely this process capability fails at this first step only. Okay, so specification limit to me compare karta with process capability. So before that only we will come to know that your process is out of control. So definitely your process is not meeting customer specification. Okay, so it is very important to find out or to decide whether the process is controlled or not. So how we will decide that? So we are using different quality control charts. Okay, quality control charts. Well, I already introduced you about this thing, X bar and R chart, right? X bar and R chart. आता सपोज शाफ्ट आसा तेजेच तुमकां एग्जांपल दिता. ओके, सो जस्ट एक चार्ट ड्रॉ करता हांव. ओके, तुमकां कळटलें मागीर. So what exactly is X bar and R chart? If I consider X bar chart, okay, X bar chart. So ये middle line जी ड्रॉ केला हांवें. So this is X double bar. X double bar means कितें? सांगलें तुमकां हांवें. कितें? Grand average. Okay, grand average. Now what is the data? In this case, what is the data? Data कितें? We are manufacturing shaft. Okay, so what we are checking? Diameter. Okay, suppose तुमच्या first 8 to 9 असा तितून ते shaft manufacture करता, right? Around 1000 quantities त्याने manufacture केली, and this 1000 quantity he will put in a container, right? Based of काय दवरपा ना, एक कंटेनरान घालता तो, right? So this is your container containing total 1000 quantities. Okay, so in control chart means in order to decide whether this process is in control or not, we are doing acceptance sampling. The process of acceptance sampling means what we are doing. Okay, we are choosing some 5 samples from this container. Okay, 5 or more, anything, it depends on your company. Okay, it depends on your process. So he will choose some 5 samples. Okay, 5 samples choose करता तो कौन? Your inspector, quality inspector. Okay, 5 samples. Okay, so he will choose 5 samples and he will inspect those samples. Inspection करतलो. Okay, so diameter whether correct असा काय ना check करतलो, and from this he will find out defectives. Okay, defective sample कितले आसा? How many defective samples are there? Defective means कितें? Okay, suppose say definitely he will select defective samples. Okay, but in order to select defective samples, what he will do? He will inspect the diameter of each shaft. ओके सपोज 5 सॅम्पल्स आसा सो फर्स्टेज आमकां अरावंड 15.01 mm ओके 15.05 15.03 15.06 15.02 okay so these are the diameter of 5 shaft 5 sample काढलेले right so 5 shafts 5 units he will speak and he will find out the average value of this okay average value means कितें he will add all this and divide it by 5 okay so in this quality control chart what we are doing suppose this is your first lot okay first container this I'll just call it as lot okay this is lot okay like that different lots are there this is first lot then second lot third lot so different containers are there so in each lot total quantities are there 10,000 quantities sorry 1,000 quantities okay so like that suppose if I consider this first lot okay this is just graph okay this is just graph first lot so this is lot number okay just check the lot number okay versus this thing I will explain you so first lot okay first lot he will select okay out of that how many samples he has selected 5 samples okay 5 samples so these are the diameters of those samples okay okay total 5 samples okay so these are the value of what is this value of diameter okay so this is value of diameter so हांगा आसतले 15.01 and everything 15.06 15.01 15.02 okay 15.04 okay so now what he will do he will find out the average value of these okay so average value definitely 1 point will be there okay 1 point astalo obviously okay so this is just lot number 1 okay now next lot दूसरा lot okay timing पळय आमचे so this is 8 to 9 o'clock already I drawn then 9 to 10 so one more lot 9 to 10 okay 9 to 10 again he will repeat the same process he will choose 5 samples okay 5 samples so this time let's assume that he got the diameter value here okay 5 samples 1 2 3 4 5 so again he will find out the average value he will find and he will get some middle point here okay so like that here also again average if I consider here he will get okay somewhere here they got this is the diameter value okay diameter I am plotting it this plot for diameter against your lot number okay so again he will find out some average value he will get average value here okay so again same procedure he will repeat again he will select some samples from different lot okay so again you will get one average value here okay so what is quality control okay what I'll do now I'll just connect all these points okay at different time zone okay so if I consider this upper control limit and this as lower control limit whatever average value we got that is falling inside this chart right inside this upper quality limit and lower quality limit sorry upper control limit and lower control limit if I consider suppose at some time zone you are getting different values okay different values of diameter okay so 5 samples were there so here you are getting if I consider some 16 point something okay again he will find the average value Now what will happen? What will happen if I join this point? See, I'll just rename this so that you will not get confused. This is lot number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and this is x double bar value, okay, mean value. So in this case, if I join this point, okay, instead of this I am getting here. Okay, so now what is happening? Our data is falling out of upper control limit. Okay, so this time we say that our process is not in control. Not in control. Okay, so I'll just write here the process is out of control. Okay, I'll just write here process is out of control. Okay, and here next, when the data points were inside this limit, that time we are saying that process is in control. Process is in control. Okay, so every time when you are checking the process capability, okay, process capability, whether your process is satisfying customer limits or not. So first you have to find out whether this process is under control or out of control. Suppose it is out of control, just listen carefully, okay, this is very important. Suppose this process is out of control, that time we can say that, directly we can say that the process is not satisfying customer limit. Okay, process is not satisfying customer limit. Now suppose the process is in control, here. Okay, process is in control. Okay, that time we have to go further, and check for process capability. If process capability is greater than your customer limit or specification limit, okay, that time we can say that your process is not satisfying customer limit. Okay, suppose it is less than specification limit, that time we have to say that process is in control. Okay, so first and most important thing is this thing, the process must be always in control in order to check the process capability. Okay, so let's start with it. Different kinds of charts are there. Okay, this is just example of X bar chart. Okay, just barita X bar chart. Okay, so like this R chart is there, then again your P chart is there, okay, then C chart is there, U chart is there. So why I mean, so many charts? What is the importance of this? So why we have to use so many charts? Only one chart is enough, so that we will see. Okay, why we have to use different charts? Okay, so example already dilla tumka, I guess, right? So I'll just explain you further. So this is just an example. Okay, shaft asadite घेतला आम्ही. This is shaft. Okay, so this is lot number, or this is lots. Okay, we can call this as lots, as here lots are there. Okay, okay, lot is there. So in this lot total 10,000 shafts are there. Okay, shafts are there, like this different lots are there. Okay, 10,000 shafts, same like I told you, whatever 10,000 quantities of shaft. Okay, so these shafts are manufactured at different time zones. I'm just giving an example. Suppose morning 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock we got this container. Okay, so again 9 to 10, this container, 10 to 11 this container, 10 to 11 this container, 11 to 12 this container. Okay, so in quality control, I mean, so finally we have to check the quality of this shaft, right? So what quality inspector will do? Quality inspector will choose 4 samples. I mean, example घेतला, just 4 samples he will choose, okay, from lot A, okay, 4 samples or 4 items, I can say 4 shaft only, I write 4 shaft. So 4 shaft we will select. So this 4 shaft, group of 4 shaft, I'll call it as groups or samples, okay, groups or samples. So this is first subgroup, okay, again 4 shaft, second subgroup, again 4 shaft, third subgroup, okay, again 4 shaft, fourth subgroup or sample, okay, and again last. Okay, here also 10,000 quantities are there. Okay, so like that I selected 4 samples, or sorry, 4 shaft. Okay, so group of 4 shafts we are calling as subgroup or sample, so this is sample A, sample B, sample C, D, E, right? So these are your shafts, 4 shafts, 1 2 3 4. These are number of shafts in sample, okay, in a sample. So 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. Okay, so total how many shafts I selected? 5 into 4, 20. Okay, so now x bar I already explained you. Okay, suppose this diameter, if I consider as 15.02, 15.05, 15.08, 15.06. okay, so in x bar chart what I'll do, I'll add all these values, right? Add all these values. Okay, if I just write here x1, x2, x3, x4. Okay, I'll add all this value. So finally I'll just write x bar equal to whatever the value. If I just consider it around 15.04, okay, or 05. So this is the average value. What I did, I added all these values divided by 4. So this is average value. So like that for each sample I found out different average value. Okay, this is x1 bar, x2 bar, x3 bar, x4 bar, x5 bar. Okay, so in x bar chart what I was doing, x bar chart असा तुम्ही किती करता आम्ही. Okay, so we are adding all these values, further we are adding all these values, and finally we are divided by total number of lots. Okay, so in x bar chart, suppose if you want to find the grand average, okay, so x1 bar plus x2 bar plus x3 bar plus x4 bar plus x5 bar, okay, divided by whole throughout, divided by total number of what, lots, okay, or total number of, okay, lots. So I'll write 5. कितले lots आसा आमचे total 5 आसा. Okay, so I'll find the grand average. Okay, so whatever 15.06 suppose. So this is about x bar chart. Now R chart. What is R chart? R means कितें सांगलें तुमकां, range. R means कितें, range. So how we are finding range? पळया सारकें पळय, range is the difference between largest value or maximum value and your minimum value. Okay, so कितें difference कितें येता हांगा, just बरयता हांगा 15.08 minus 15.02, right? 15.02 equal to 0.06. Okay, so this is the value of range. R1 barita range. So in same way we will get R2, R3. Okay, similar way करतले आम्ही the difference between largest value and smallest value. So we'll find out range R4, R5. Okay, so in our chart I'll find average value of range, that is R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4. Okay, R4 plus R5, 5 subgroup असा आमचे divide by 5. So this is average value of your range. Okay, okay, so now we have to find out upper and आता पळय तुमकां फायनली कितें चेक करपाक जाय, what we have to check finally, we have to check whether the process is in control or not. Okay, so from this x double bar value we have to find upper control limit of x bar chart and lower control limit of x bar chart. Okay, so we have one formula, x double bar plus 3 sigma x bar. Okay, x double bar minus 3 sigma x bar. Okay, so one more formula is there, so I'll tell you it later. So here also we have to find upper control limit of our chart and lower control limit of our chart. Okay, so after finding this only we will come to know whether that process is in control or not, right? Suppose our data is falling out of this control, means out of this upper control or out or beyond this lower control limit. Okay, so d4 into r bar and d3 into r bar. Okay, now next is P chart. Okay, this is just right here, P chart. Now what is P chart? P chart. Okay, so when to use P chart? So first I'll just write average value of P. What is average value P? How we will find out? I'll explain you. So I'll just write the definition. Okay, so this is central line. Central line means काय तुमका central line. आता हांगा कशें, in case of x bar chart, this is mean value, right? This is mean value, right? Similarly, in case of your P chart, your mean value is P bar. Okay, so just see, so this is your mean value, right? X double bar, this is your grand average, means it is mean. Okay, this is your upper control limit of x bar chart and lower control limit of x bar chart. So we require this value, mean value, upper control limit, lower control limit. Okay, so in case of P chart, how we are finding the P chart? Okay, P bar value, how we are finding? number of defective items, कितें म्हणलां defective items or defective shafts बरयता, defective shaft divided by total number of shaft inspected, total number of shafts inspected. Okay, total number of shafts inspected. So आता पळय हेजो एक्चुअली केन्ना यूज करप, हांवें कितें म्हणलां, जस्ट वो याद दवर, डिफेक्टिव जो वर्ड आसा तो जस्ट याद दवर, डिफेक्टिव. ओके, जस्ट याद दवर. आतां हांव एग्जांपल दिता. सो these are our shaft. So suppose in all these shafts, suppose in lot number 1, if I consider lot number 1 or sample 1 just select केला आमी, 4 items also. So out of this, if I consider this is defective. Okay, so this is defective, 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 and this is defective. कळ्ळें तुमकां? So total how many defectives are there in this process? How many defectives are there? Total lots. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. And how many total items are there? 20 shafts are total. Okay, so in one sample 4 items were there. Okay, second sample 4 items, like that 20 shafts are there. So what is our value? 7 divided by 20. So this value we are calling as fraction defective. कितें डिफरन्स ऑब्जर्व केलो तुमी, रायट? एक्स बार एंड sorry R bar and X chart and P chart. What difference you have observed? What difference you have observed? Here what data we have considered? खंयचो data consider केल्लो? Diameter, right? Diameter consider केल्ली. Diameter consider केल्ली. So defective, non-defective ते आमकां कांय लागना. If it is within the range, then we will accept it, right? So data we have considered is the diameter. Diameter. सो हांगा कितें कन्सिडर केलां? नंबर ऑफ डिफेक्टिव्स. ओके, डायमिटर लागना आमकां, नंबर ऑफ डिफेक्टिव्स. सो दीस डेटा नंबर ऑफ डिफेक्टिव कितें याद जालें तुमकां? नंबर ऑफ डिफेक्टिव, नंबर. सो दीस डेटा इज डिस्क्रीट डेटा. डिस्क्रीट डेटा याद जाली? एग्जाम्पल, डिफरंट एग्जाम्पल्स दिल्ली तुमकां. एंड दीस डायमिटर, ओके, दीस टायप ऑफ वॅल्यू हे कितें? कसलो डेटा? continuous data. ओके, कळ्ळें तुमकां डिफरन्स कळ्ळो? सो एक्स बार एंड आर बार वी आर यूजिंग कंटिन्यूअस डेटा, बट इन दिस केस they will only give fraction defective. Okay, fraction defective means out of total lots how many defectives are there. We are not interested in diameter. Okay, we are only interested in your number of defective. So number म्हटला तेणी, that means your number can be 1, 3, 5, 6 like that. So this kind of data is called as discrete data. And continuous data कितें सांगलेलें तुमकां? In terms of कितें मेळटा तुमकां? डेसिमल्स मेळटले. In terms of decimal 5. So closer value आसतले. If we plot this, we will just get continuous line. Okay, but in this case we will get points मेळटा, right? So when fraction defective is given, सारकें आयका, ओके, न्यूमेरिकल तुमकां प्रॉब्लेम सॉल्व करपाक यूज जातले. When fraction defective items are given or number of defectives are given, that time we have to use P chart. Okay, then next C chart. Okay, next is C chart. C chart. So what is C chart? Just definition पहली बरयता हांव. C chart. Okay, so C bar equal to C divided by n. C divided by small n. Okay, so what is C divided by small n? Number of defects म्हटलं आम्ही. ओके, डिफेक्टिव्स न्ही. सो डिफरन्स सांगता तुमकां. व्हॉट इज द डिफरन्स बिटवीन डिफेक्ट्स एंड डिफेक्टिव्स? नंबर ऑफ डिफेक्ट्स डिवाइड बाय number of defects divided by total number of subgroups म्हणला. ओके, subgroups, total number of subgroups. ओके, आता what is the difference between defects and defectives? just ऐका. ओके, difference between defects and defectives. आता defects means कितें? defects आणि defective कोण गॅस करपाक शकता? आता पळय, आमी shaft consider केला, right? shaft. So one shaft is there. So what is the raw material which is used to manufacture shaft? Anything, can be your steel or your structural steel or something. Steel, okay, some grade of steel, right? So how they are manufacturing this thing? Finally आमी टर्निंग करता, but before that आमच्या कशें आसता तें फिजिकली कशें आसता पळयल्यार, just like some bar or something. So after that they will cut it. Okay, they will cut it into pieces and they will do the turning. Okay, So how this they are manufacturing, they are doing it by casting ऐकलं तुम्ही casting. Okay, casting हें कित्याक सांगता तुमकां हांव. इन कास्टिंग मॅनी डिफेक्ट्स वील बी देर. डिफेक्ट्स म्हटलं हांवें. ओके, मॅनी डिफेक्ट्स लायक ब्लो होल्स, स्मॉल स्मॉल ब्लो होल्स आसता. इफ क्वालिटी इज नॉट गुड, if temperature is not maintained, then this kind of holes will produce inside this shaft. Okay, so that time we can say that even after your turning process, if turning operation or tool is not maintained properly, then some scratches you will observe here. Okay, scratches will observe. So these scratches or these blow holes, these are called as defects. It's a quality characteristics. Okay, defects कितें म्हणलां हांवें, scratches or blow holes. Okay, so these are defects. And what is defective? Defective means कितें? Defectives. So अशे डिफेक्टिव्ह जाल्ले कितले शाफ्ट आसतले. Okay, so this I can consider as one defective. Okay, one defective. So अशें म्हणपाक शकता हांव. So in this one defective many defects are there. आता डिफरन्स कळटलो तुमकां. In this one defective many defects are there. Okay, so defective means total item consider करता हांव. But defects means कितें? Whatever the defects are there, means suppose you are deciding the quality of shaft depend on your quality characteristics. Okay, so in this case quality characteristics is defects. Okay, so many shaft will be there. So defective and defects are there different column, I think. Okay, so I just write here, in one defective many defects will be there. आता कळटलें तुमकां, many defects will be there. Okay, so that is the difference between defects and defective. So when to choose this C chart हांवें कितें म्हणलां, नंबर ऑफ डिफेक्ट्स डिवायड बाय टोटल नंबर ऑफ सबग्रुप्स. हांगा जस्ट पळय, सेम एग्जांपल तुमकां एक्सप्लेन करता. Okay, so now I'll consider, okay, this is defective. Okay, this is defective item, but this is defective shaft. But in this defective shaft total 3 defects are there. कळ्ळें, 3 defects. Now पयलीं खंयचो चार्ट डिस्कस केलो हांवें, P chart. So now I am refining this. We know that already it is defective, shaft is defective, but now I am refining. So total 3 defects are there. Here total 5 defects are there, 7 defects are there, 1. Okay, 3 defects are there, 2 defects are there. Okay, again I'll consider 3 defects. आता कळ्ळें. Okay, so what is the definition? How many total number of defects or total number of defects divided by total number of subgroups or total number of samples. कळटा तुमकां, total number of samples. So just add this. So 5 plus 3 कितले 8, 8 plus 7 कितले 15 I think. 15 plus 1 16. Okay, 16 plus 3 19, 19 plus 3 22, and 22 plus 3 I think 24. Okay, so हांगा कितें जातलें आमचें, C bar equal to total number of defects divided by total number of subgroups. Okay, number of defects were 24 and total number of subgroups कितले आसा आमचे 5 आसा न्ही. Okay, so subgroup, these are subgroup 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, total number of 5. Okay, so this is called as, if in data they have given the number of defects, that time you have to choose C chart. Okay, number of defects. If they have given number of defectives, that time you have to choose P chart. Okay, so I just give you upper control limit and lower control limit. Okay, upper control limit and lower control limit of C chart. So what is the upper control limit? Just I'll write C bar plus 3 into, this is just formula for finding upper control limit and lower control limit. Okay, so C bar plus 3 into C bar and C bar minus 3 into square root of C bar. Okay, so this is about C chart. Last remaining one is last remaining one is U chart. Okay, U chart. U chart. So what is U chart? I'll just write definition first. Okay, definition पहिली कळटलें तुमकां. So U bar, average value of U. Okay, U bar equal to number of defects. Okay, हांगा पळय defects आसा, number of defects in a sample. Okay, in a sample divided by number of units in sample, number of units in sample. Okay, so don't get confused in between U chart and C chart. In both charts we are using defects only. पळयता तुम्ही, in both charts we are using number of defects only, but here what difference you can see? Here also we are considering number of defects in a sample. आता म्हणल्यार कितें पळयल्लें आमी, कितें पळयल्लें? In full lot, right? In full subgroups. Okay, I will just explain you from here. Okay, so if I consider sample size or number of items in sample are not constant, means in first subgroup I'll take, this is one more. Okay, this is one more. Okay, here I'll take just one more. Here sorry, okay, one more. So what you have observed, okay, so in each subgroup total number of shafts are not constant. That means कितें, तुवें हांगा जे sample select केल्ले, so quality inspector first inspected or first selected around 7 shafts, here 5 shafts instead of 4, 5. Okay, instead of 4 around 6, instead of 4, 5, instead of 5 around 5. कितें observe केला? So in each subgroup number of items are not constant. आता म्हणल्यार जे चार्ट पळयला आमी, so all charts number of items were constant, but in case of U chart, when to use U chart? When the number of items are not constant or when the sample size is not constant. We also call this as sample size. Okay, just here the sample size, we are denoting it by small n. Okay, is not constant. हांगा कितले आसा? 7, here 4, okay, here 5, 7 again, like that. So total number of shafts are not constant, so that time we have to use C chart. Okay, in C chart we are considering, so whatever data we are considering, that data is only for one lot. Okay, so only for one subgroup it is. Okay, so for this subgroup different chart will be, different U chart will be there. Okay, so this subgroup different U chart will be there. Okay, suppose the sample size is not constant, that time we have to use U chart. Okay, and in numerical, if they have given data only in sample, only in units, means total number of units they have given, that time we have to use U chart. Okay, so other way, in first if I consider first sample I'll consider. Okay, first sample I'll consider. अनेक suppose घेतलो हांवें two defects. Okay, two defects. So 3 plus 2 कितले जाले? 5 defects. Okay, 5 defects. So in first sample, how many items are there? 3 plus 3, 6. Total 6 items. 5 and 6. Okay. Okay. So the total number of defects in a sample, एक sample, in a sample. Okay. So I think 5, and number of units in a sample कितले आशिल्ले आमचे? 6. Okay. So this is how you will find out u bar. So upper control limit and lower control limit of u chart. Formula is this. Okay. So u bar plus 3 into square root of u bar plus n, and u bar minus 3 into square root of u bar divided by n. What is n? But don't get confused between small n and capital N. Okay. So full 6 marks will go directly. Even I made a mistake when I was studying. When I was doing my Bachelor of Engineering, this kind of problems came. Okay. And I made mistake. Instead of small n, I took capital N. Full 6 marks gone. Or that time it was 10 marks. Full 10 marks gone. Okay. So सारखे ऐकाय. What is capital N? Capital N is number of subgroups. Okay. Number of subgroups. So this we denote as capital N. Okay. Capital N. What is small n? Sample size. That means how many items are there in one sample. Okay. And how many samples are there? That is capital N. How many samples are there? How many subgroups are there? Okay. So in this case, capital N is 5. Capital N is 5. And your small n is 4. Okay. Okay. Now just one second. Okay. So we studied about all control chart. So take one problem, take one numerical. Okay, numerical question number 1 or question number 2. We have already solved one numerical, right? So question number 2. The following are the x bar. Okay, the following are the x bar and are values of four subgroups of 5 readings. Okay, 5 readings. So x bar is given as 10.2. Okay, just for it, 10.2, 12.1, 10.8 and 10.5. Okay, what is R value? R is also given range. Okay, 1.1, 1.3, 0.9 and 0.8. Okay, the specification limit. Boy, in this question the specification limit is given. The specification limit. So specification limit is given as 10.7 plus or minus 0.2. Okay, now establish the control limits okay, control limits for x bar and R chart. X bar and R chart. Suppose they have not given X bar and R chart. Okay, directly you should come to know that they have given the continuous data. Okay, so that's why you have to use X bar and R chart. Suppose दिवना झाला तुमकां कळपाक जाय तुमकां खंयचो चार्ट यूज करपाचो. Okay, will the products able to meet its specification. Okay, specification. So under this they have given, okay, given values of, okay, A2 equal to 0.58, D4 equal to 2.11, D3 equal to 0. Okay, so now you have already given that you have to find X bar and R chart, okay, control limit. So first what you will find out, so what is upper control limit? They want you to find upper control limit of X bar chart and lower control limit of X bar chart. So this we will find out first. Okay, so what is the formula? X double bar plus 3 sigma X bar. Okay, X double bar minus 3 sigma X bar. Now we can find X bar. Okay, X double bar. Okay, X double bar we'll find first. X double bar we'll find first. Okay, so 10.2 plus 12.1 plus 10.8 plus 10.5. किधर क्या है? It's a addition of x1 bar, x2 bar, x3 bar, x4 bar. Divide by 4. Okay, total 4 दिला. Okay, divide by 4. This average value you have to find. Okay, average value you have to find. You will get it around, I think, 10.9. Okay, 10.9. Now upper control limit is what? X double bar plus 3 into sigma bar. So what is the value of sigma X bar? Sigma X bar, how you will find? So for that also formula is there. Okay, just write here sigma X bar equal to sigma X bar equal to sigma bar divided by square root of n. So what is sigma bar? सांगलें तुमकां standard deviation of universe. Okay, standard deviation of universe. Okay, so now what is sigma bar? How will find out? Sigma bar r divided by d2. Okay, r divided by small d2. Okay, small d2. Now r bar देंगे, r bar divided by small d2. So we can find the value of r bar. Okay, r bar we can find, range already दिला हमका, right? Range already दिला, so average value we can find. But what is the value of d2? In question it is not given, or given असा ते तुम पढ़. So capital A2 is given, capital D4 is given, and capital D3 is given. Okay, so we cannot use this formula. So instead of that, one more formula is there. Okay, just borrow it. One more formula is there. So upper control limit of X bar equal to X double bar plus A2 into R bar. Okay, so lower control limit of X bar, X bar equal to X double bar minus A2 into R bar. Okay, so directly you can substitute this. What is X double bar? 10.9 plus what is the value of A2? They have given it 0.58 into what is value of R bar. तुम्हें just find out करो. Okay, R bar 0.25. Okay, so this is upper control limit of X bar. Lower control limit of X bar किधर? 10.9 plus A2 किधर? 0.58 into sorry, not plus, this is minus 1.025. so what is the value of r bar? R bar just find out कर तुम्ही. R bar equal to 1.1 plus 1.3 plus 0.9 plus 0.8 divided by 4. So you will get it around, I think, 1.025. Okay, just check this. Okay, so value I'll just write here 11.49 and 10.30. okay, so we have found out upper control limit and lower control limit. okay, so इतलें जालें आमचें. अप्पर कंट्रोल लिमिट फाइंड आउट कितें कर म्हूण सांगता. फाइंड आउट अप्पर कंट्रोल लिमिट एंड लोअर कंट्रोल लिमिट ऑफ एक्स बार. सो आतां आर बार आसा तो आर बार, सो वी हैव टू ऑल्सो फाइंड अप्पर कंट्रोल लिमिट ऑफ, सॉरी, आर चार्ट, आर बार न्ही. ओके, एंड लोअर कंट्रोल लिमिट ऑफ आर. so what is the formula? so d4 into r bar, okay, d3 into r bar. so d4 and d3 is already given in question. okay, so d4 is 2.11, d3 is 0. okay, so d4 is 2.11 into r bar. R bar value is what? 1.025. 1.025. so you just can find out and 0 into 1.025. okay, so this value you will get 0. so here you just find out. okay, now they have also given the specification limit. okay, specification limit किती दिला तेणी? specification limit. just write here upper specification limit and lower specification limit. okay, कितल्या दिला तेणी? 10.7 plus 0.2, and here 10.7 minus 0.2. so what is the value of upper and lower? 10.9 I guess and 10.5. okay, so already तुमका लास्ट टाइम सांगलेलें हांवें. जस्ट एक मिनट. with the help of graph तुमका ऑलरेडी सांगलेलें. okay, so ह्या तुजें स्पेसिफिकेशन लिमिट. okay, and one more middle value is there. okay, so this is your mean value, x double bar. okay, so this is upper specification limit and lower specification limit. okay, so how we were finding the process capability, I mean whether the process is capable or not. okay, suppose your 6 sigma limit is falling outside this. okay, outside this. so this is the value of 6 sigma dash. okay, process capability. then we can say that since the process is falling, or the process capability limits are falling outside the lower specification limit and upper specification limit, the process is not capable. okay, but आनी कितें जाय आमकां? बिफोर फायंडींग process capability we have to also check whether the process is in control or not. okay, so specification limits are given as 10.9 and 10.5. if we check here, see our this thing upper control limit and lower control limit is given. okay, so so is given means we have found out 11.49. So you can check the data, so whether any data is falling outside this limit. First is 10.2, okay, so second is 12.1, 12.1, okay. Second value data, just check. So since this 12.1, it is greater than, it is falling outside, falling outside, falling outside the control limit, okay, falling outside upper control limit, okay. So हांगा कितें जालें, since the process is not in control, okay, just बरय हांगा since since second observation is falling outside upper control limit, the process is not in control, okay, not in control. So now since the process is not in control, that means definitely कितें, therefore your process will not able to satisfy the customer, or you can write that process is not able to meet the specification, okay. Okay, even to specification limit पड़ेगा 10.9 and 10.5. Your control limits are falling outside this, definitely, right? Upper control limit कितले आसा तुझे? Upper control limit किती 11.49. Lower किती 10.3. So upper is falling. Sorry. Okay, upper is falling outside the specification limit. Okay, so that reason also you can write. Also upper control limit is falling outside upper specification limit, okay, upper specification limit, therefore process is not in control, okay, sorry, process is not able to meet the specification, okay. Okay, so just I'll finish this here, okay, just finish this here. Thank you.